go. Look at you, Pogue. Way ahead of me. Welcome to the MIRE, everybody. Jeez, what I get for doing last-second alterations. Keith Glock, Tim Bartholomew, Matt Pogue. Listen, we're nothing if we're not on brand. Welcome to boys basketball. How we doing, boys?
I'm
Pretty
doing
good.
great. Yeah.
Back in the win column the other day against Immaculata. We always like coming back after wins. The fake concept of momentum, I suppose, does things for other people, not named Keith Glock.
Yeah.
And Montgomery looks to make it 2 in a row tonight with a victory over the Lions of North Hunterdon, and not our old friend, but our longtime friend, Kyle Rarick.
Man, he really must have told you never to say that again.
No, you know what the weird part about it was? He had said it, and then I was just busting his balls about it. And then somebody else, said that same thing today to me, not about him, obviously, just about, something. I was like, all right, fine, I'll use it again tonight. So that's pretty much all I got. Guys, tonight, Montgomery and North Hunterdon square off we're now on the backside of this schedule now, so, this is the second time we will have seen teams. And two things worthy of note in my book about this game. One, about North Hunterdon specifically. This game was an overtime game up at North, the game where Ryan Curry ended up injuring his ankle. So, they won the game, so you can't say it's revenge, but it almost feels like, we need some revenge there. And number two, I feel mostly annually that when we get to the backside of the schedule, it's like, okay, it's almost like the slog begins. But I don't feel that way this season because I don't feel like Montgomery's ever gotten in a rhythm. And I don't know that that's necessarily specific to Montgomery. I think that's just the nature of the way that this basketball season has been. Maybe it's the winter season has been for almost everybody.
No, I agree 100%. I think it's been just disjointed enough that anyone hasn't got a real good flow. And so now we're coming in, and like you said, momentum. I think we're trying to grab some momentum going into these upcoming games, and this is a good opportunity for us. It's a team that we've beat at their home turf, but then again, like you said, we had a little bit of misfortune at the end of the game that kind of hold a little bit of a grudge against. So hopefully they come in here with a little bit of fire. And keep going with what's been working with Immaculata, and keep going.
Pogue, the thing that I thought stood out more than anything else in that victory over Lotta was the play of Aryan Gordy. I thought that it was it looked like he was playing angry almost for the first time all season long.
Yeah, the blocks were not just, let me tip this. He was trying to put it in the 5th row, which is, it's awesome. And he was in better position. We kind of got on him at the, I think it was West Windsor and Ridge. We kind of got on him a little bit about positioning. But in reality, he fixed a lot of things very quickly. And he was in great position. He was playing hard. He was kind of staying out of foul trouble through some good fortune, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, of course, I attempted to try to figure out why that happened because that was just something, not even that I hadn't seen from Gordy this season. I don't think I've ever seen that from Gordy, that kind of just aggression and borderline anger. And apparently it was our own Darren Wallace who'll be calling the game for us on Thursday night, and Justin Kovacevic back here just working Gordy out and really getting physical with him in practice and trying to push him around a little bit because I think everybody else was seeing what we were seeing. And it was, a stark height advantage where he wasn't playing as big as he is. And I hope, I'll sit here with everything, I'll cross my eyes, my toes, my fingers, whatever I have, that was an eye-opening experience for him maybe to say, oh, that's how I have to play.
Yeah.
Getting the older guys to come back and just showing how much they care and want you to be better, you're going to work even harder for that too.
Right.
And I've said this a million times, but that's one of the things that Coach Grundy does so well is create that atmosphere of family where people are willing to come back and help. I saw on Twitter the other day he had posted that a bunch of them got together and went to cheer on Rabayo down at Lafayette when his first career start. Those are things that go beyond learning the plays in basketball and being a team. They just learn to really support each other long after they're out of the program.
That actually reminds me, I'm going up there in a couple of weeks. I got to look and see if there's hoops that day, and maybe I can make a little double dip out of that day. That might be fun.
Bring a camera.
Yeah, get a chance to see Chris. North Hunterdon not having the greatest season. 1-8. They looked 1-8 in the first half, and then we looked 1-8 in the second half when we were up in Annandale back when it was, the old days of 2021.
But that, regardless of records, this I'm going to call it a rivalry for lack of a better word, but it kind of reminds me almost like the NFC East. I feel like those teams know each other so well that regardless of, you could be the best team playing, the Eagles, who are terrible, or Washington, who's terrible that year, and they're still going to, have a chance to lose. You know what I mean?
The Giants, who's terrible, and Dallas, who's terrible.
Well,
I thought you were going to say.
This
I'm
year.
like, is he really going to call everybody terrible right now? That's where I thought you were going with this.
Well, they are all terrible. I think that's fair. But in the NFC East, regardless of if a team's up one year, those division games are always so hard. And this is that kind of thing, that kind of division game where the coaches know each other so well, the players kind of have that feeling with each other that they're always going to be tight, regardless of talent.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. It's fun for me when we play North Hunterdon because I get to be an idiot more than I usually am on the air whenever we play guys, like Kyle or, Sultan when we play Watchung and things like that. But I know they hate it. They talk about how they hate it, in our group chat.
They hate you?
No, they hate playing each other. Well, they might also hate me.
Yeah. I'm sure they do.
It's what? Sure they do what? Hate me or hate playing each other? Let's get to the bottom of this now.
I'm sure they do.
Just
yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably.
Exactly.
One thing on the very positive side for the Cougs that we saw the other day was I just thought dramatically improved Ryan Curry health-wise. And whether that was because he actually was much healthier, I don't really know, or he took super pills that day. I don't, I joke about that. All right, I joke, people.
Yeah.
I joke. All right. Yeah, it's going to get 2022 is going to get caught up and somebody will put it on Twitter. Matt, I think this is one of those times where you and I were looking at the schedule today of coming up, and the state allowed teams to play a couple of 4-game weeks. It was originally going to be limited to 1 4-game week, and they said, all right, now you can play a couple. So in the next couple weeks, Montgomery's got a bunch of basketball. I think you saw last Tuesday to last Thursday, there was clearly, in my opinion, that jump in health. Then they didn't have a game. We didn't have that 4-game week. We didn't even have a 3-game week. If there was a time to rest and, you come off of a win, you get some downtime, and now you can come back. You hopefully get a little bit more juice going, and you pick up another W tonight. And then you got to go, again, now come back Thursday for Rutgers Prep, which would be a tall task. If you won 9 in a row or if you won 1 in a row, it wouldn't really matter. But if there was a good thing going, I think this was the time to play a 2-game week, really get Curry back in the mix. And, sometimes it works out like that, right?
Yeah, getting the practice time, too. Just having him in the lineup and then him practicing versus – he might try and go in the game, but we're going to be limited to practice. He's running the drills, he's running the offense, and people need that because the spacing needs to be right for him to be effective, and he does a lot of things that maybe you didn't think he could do, so they need to know what's going on. Otherwise, they're not going to be ready for passes.
No doubt.
I think that's a great point. As far as the practice time is involved, when you get into these 4-game weeks, or you have multiple games in a week, it's hard to fix the mistakes that you made. You know what I mean? You get 1 day of practice, you get Wednesday, and then you have to go and face somebody new on Thursday, and so you have to devote your time to fixing your mistakes that you made on Tuesday and keying on what you have to do to be successful on Thursday. I see it in track a lot of times in the winter. I try to schedule less meets because I like to compete, but I also I need that time where they can get some consistent practice in.
Right. Yeah, no, I get it. Well, we're about 10 minutes away from tip-off. We'll step away. We'll make sure we have all of our ducks in a row, which is clearly never going to be the case, but we're going to figure it out anyhow. We'll come back. We'll give you what we have coming up on tap on the MIRE over the next week or so, and then we're going to have boys basketball as Montgomery looks for 2 wins in a row. North Hunterdon visiting the Den. Stay with us. You're caught in the MIRE. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the MIRE. Keith Glock, Matt Pogue, Tim Bartholomew, Jonas Filak, and Lucas Zapansky. Man, I love when we have staff. We got headphones for you over there.
Oh, we do, yeah.
Slap those babies on. Zapansky, man, I didn't bring headphones out here just so that we could not use them, man. How you doing, buddy?
I'm doing great. How are you guys?
Fantastic. Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
Now you get to hear all the awesome commentary from Glock.
Yeah, he might put the headphones down by the time it's all over. I'll tell you. All right, so here's what we got coming up this week on the MIRE. Thursday, we will be home against Rutgers Prep. I, however, will be MIA, so we have employed the much more professional Darren Wallace to join us for that. I'll be in Indianapolis, whether those folks like it or not, doing some lacrosse stuff. And then Saturday, we will also be home for Robbinsville. And again, I will be MIA, so it'll be Brandon Fury. And this is what happens when lacrosse starts, man. I'm telling you.
Track meets and lacrosse.
It is what it is. Pogue loves it because he's just cashing checks. That's what it is.
Listen, this is how I'm going to retire early.
Yeah. Retire into the gutter.
By a day or two.
By selling the MIRE equipment, that's about the only way it's going to happen.
We'll see exactly what kind of retention this stuff has when we go. All right, we're going to take a break for the national anthem. We're going to come back. We'll bring you starters. And then boys basketball live from Skillman right after this. Stay with us. You're caught in the MIRE. It is the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Welcome back to Montgomery. Keith Glock, Matt Pogue, Tim Bartholomew, Lucas Zapansky, and Jonas Filak live from the Cougar Den. Nobody wanted to punch me in the face when I'm standing there with the anthem with my hat on. I get lost in my own thoughts about this. I'm thinking about, the 19 things I'm going to do when we come back from the anthem. And with about 11 seconds left in the anthem, I'm like, oh, I'm wearing a hat.
So you want us to get lost in your brain. That's what you.
No, I just want you're the only one that saw it. Just slap me in the back of the head.
The rest of us were paying attention to the flag and the anthem. Why would we pay attention to you? There's lots of reasons why we want to punch you in the face. I just wasn't. I didn't see your hat.
Oh boy.
I guess
it's a family here. Some kind of family.
Something like that. Anyway, let's bring you the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Lions of North Hunterdon. Justin Chang, Evan Custer, Ryan Galuli, Hunter Palter, and Luke Martini round out the starting five. Galuli will do a lion's share, pun intended, of the work for the 1-8 North Hunterdon squad. And now the starting lineups for your Montgomery Cougars.
Josh Moore, sophomore, point guard. JT Simborski, junior, guard.
Aryan Gordy, senior, forward.
Matt Levy, junior, guard.
Ryan Curry, senior, guard.
Team's normal starting 5 on the court. Second game in a row for that. Saw how it worked out the last time. I think that they were aided a little bit by some poor shooting by Immaculata, but listen, you can only do whatever they set out there for you.
How'd you do in the 3-man?
Oh,
Oh, man.
about as good as you.
Yeah.
Timmy and I had the same postseason selections as we're ready for boys basketball. Zapansky,
Yeah.
feel free to join us, buddy.
Hey,
There you go.
join the party,
All
man.
right.
Here we go.
He's back. We're back. Welcome to the Zapansky. You're off to the start that you're off to. You're going to fit right in here,
Oh,
buddy.
Man, I wish there was a camera on Pogue. He's giving him, waving his face.
Gordy. And he'll play inside out.
See Gordy working it inside.
Moore nearly traveled with it. Now it'll be a little baseline jumper, and that's well off the mark from the 6'10" forward.
A little too high.
Pogue, I like what you did with the scoreboard graphic there today.
Yeah, you like the colors?
I do.
I didn't like the way that Montgomery looked. You know, I'm glad that I brought that up to you the other day. You know?
In the last scoreboard?
Yeah, when it was,
That was
you know, it
an
was.
astute observation, I think.
Yeah, no, it was illegible, and then, you know.
Is what it is. Here's a 3 on the way, and that is no good off the back iron, but a long rebound to Galuli off the Custer miss. This is Hunter Palter. He had a very nice game the last time these two teams met.
Working it inside on Curry.
Palter, he'll try a 3 with Gordy in his face, no good, and
Nobody crashed the board, man. It was easy board for Curry.
but a turnover as Levy was closed out on very quickly, and the combination of James Del Santro and the aforementioned Hunter Palter forced the turnover. Just underway here in Montgomery, and we are scoreless 90 seconds in. Curry nearly came up with a steal.
Man, it already feels like slow pace, kind of flat.
0 for 2 from beyond the arc so far, that time off the Martini miss, as Moore will come the other direction. Good job to not lose his dribble.
Or not go up with it. Sometimes you just, oh, good pass inside.
Good backdoor cut from Moore, and he'll go to the reverse, and he'll lay it in.
Nice.
That's a good job by Gordy there. You know, if you're not going to go quickly with a post move, I think, you know, good backdoor from Moore.
Yeah.
Just well executed.
Feels like very deliberate, you know. It's slow, easy, but good points.
Good job by Moore to recover on the baseline. He was looking for a screen from Palter, who couldn't quite get there. Now he gets it, and he'll go to the baseline. Good help defense. Offensive foul, Simborski.
Who would have thought?
Look at it again. I mean, how many times? It's almost like if he's anywhere in the vicinity, just stop. Stop and pull up.
Just hand him the ball, man. There you go.
You're better off. Listen, you give me the ball. We won't call a foul. Everybody wins.
You got me.
Curry will come off of a double screen and go to the baseline.
Good
And
pass.
good job of keeping his dribble, and that's going to end in an easy deuce.
Just good ball movement. They're making some nice passes.
Josh Moore again playing well in the early going. Here's a 3. That will rattle its way home from Luke Martini.
They're gunning it. Oh.
Kickball. So Montgomery will retain it as Galuli got a shoot top on it.
It appears that North Hunterdon is going to live and die by the three-point line tonight. They're just throwing them up from beyond the arc.
I don't recall. Martini, to me, looks uncomfortable shooting today. I don't recall thinking that when we were up at North Hunterdon.
Yeah.
Good entry on the bounce, but an even better job by Martini to come over and force a jump ball.
So, I mean, he was really strong in that one, and that's one of the situations you want to see Gordy be able to put up a little bit better of a fight.
Well, I also think that North's giving you a glimpse of how they plan to handle the entry passes. You know, maybe they'll let him get it, but attack it right away as Szymborski steps in the passing lane. JT tries the Euro. He'll use the window, no good. Gordy skying to keep it alive. He does, but right to the wrong team. And it'll be a layup up and good from Hunter Palter. 4-point swing on that one. Just goes to show you, you really got to capitalize
on all the little mistakes.
Yeah, them chippies. Szymborski has that one sent flying back into the backcourt.
They're going to sub him out.
Matt Davino will come back in. Davino is really establishing himself this season as a premier athletic defender on this team.
Yeah, and he's getting a lot more minutes.
A lot of more good minutes.
A lot more good minutes.
Curry. And an offensive foul there as Martini steps into the lane.
Wow. Now you can say, look, I can do it too.
Martini was drawing the ire of a lot of the Montgomery fans in the pregame.
Good rip.
Moore with a steal, and Josh has it rejected out of bounds, but Montgomery will retain.
I feel like that's so hard too. You make a big steal, and then you want to be the guy that finished. You want to make the play, and it takes a great deal of restraint to come back out and pass it out.
Gordy on the lob as Martini again.
And he's playing a little aggressive, playing with some heat.
Listen, you got to give him credit.
He's just trying to rip that thing out. I guess they had the same scouting report, right?
Yeah. Curry will go to the corner. Little jump stop and a pull-up, no good. Leave you a little lazy pass there. Curry, though, will get it back and use the window, and he grabs his own head because he said, how did I miss two of those?
It's tough, man.
Gordy's going to get called for a foul on the help defense.
Yeah, he gets it.
Two bad sequences in back-to-back possessions for Montgomery.
Yeah, just off, right? Just doesn't look like our normal flow.
First foul on Gordy. Steve Donahue is going to get set to check into the game, along with Luke Smith. Second one is good.
2-point lead.
6-4 North Hunterdon in a very middling first quarter for both teams. Luke Smith, though, no qualms about firing from the outside, and that's no good off the front of the rim.
Got to get something going, right?
Yeah. Curry again, just maybe a fingertip late.
I know, it was a kind of a lazy pass I thought he could get to.
Almost had a quick double if they wanted it, but
didn't take advantage of it.
No, Gordy just kind of bailed out of it. Curry with a good enough job to get to the baseline. Gordy's got to be careful and stay on his feet there. Those are those potential little cheapies.
Yeah.
Nearly a travel. And now it'll be Galuli, and he just can't get that one to go.
But a good board and looking to the corner.
Curry is going to find Smith. It's no good, and North's got numbers the other direction. It'll be a reverse layup up and good. Hunter Palter brings the North lead to 4. As Curry will go to work.
Yeah, we'll see if Curry starts taking a bigger control into this game.
Martini is fired up, rightfully so, as he has done quite a bit of good in this first quarter, and no sooner do I say that than he goes to sit down.
He's fired up tonight, man. He's got some energy.
Trevor Broughton's into the game for North. That's a name we didn't call at all in December, and it just shows you kind of how, teams evolve and change over the course of a season.
Yeah. A good look inside, just not able to finish that pass.
Curry throws a little lazily to Smith, but Luke's able to go to the floor to save it. Curry with the left hand. Wow, that's
There we
acrobatically
go.
done.
There we go. Floodgates are going to open now.
It's it's kind of like he understands when he's really needed, and rarely does he let this team down.
Yeah, all the time, Curry. You're needed all the time. Let's just keep doing that.
Nearly a travel.
Then nearly a steal.
Yeah, Browns. And that's the travel. So Montgomery
Yeah.
with some good defense.
Nice hustle just to get in the right spot each time.
Some more subs. Jack Clancy Malou into the game. Again, another name that we hadn't called very much in the first meeting between these two. And they might use everybody as a double, but Curry rejects it and goes to the rim with one hand.
He's like, all right, guys, I'm just going to start scoring now.
Send 2, send 3, it doesn't matter. Curry with back-to-back buckets, and the Cougars have pulled even.
It's like he just remembered. He's like, oh, yeah, you guys were the guys that hurt my ankle. Just go put one on you tonight.
Davino with a challenge near the rim, and it was Davino who came up with it. And a heave at the buzzer is no good from the sophomore, but Curry single-handedly has pulled Montgomery even. We have played 8 minutes, and it's 8's wild here in the Den. Second quarter coming up right after this. Stay with us. You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Welcome back to the Mire. Keith Glock, Matt Bogue, Tim Bartholomew, Lucas Upansky, Jonas Filak. Oh, thankfully there's nobody else because I'm running out of time saying names.
Yeah. Fill some airspace.
Oh, you're not on Wi-Fi on that computer, Pogue. Can't airdrop anything to you. Gosh darn it.
What are we
Just
airdropping?
trying to do some fan interaction posts
Just
here.
text it.
Your texts or mine?
Either one. Wouldn't matter.
Fair enough. Second quarter underway.
Oh,
And Montgomery nearly with a turnover. It's going to result in a missed 3-ball. Good job by Gordy to poke it out to Curry. And Ryan will go underneath to Davino. Extra pass.
nice pass by Davino.
Stephen Donahue. That's a good job by Donahue. I'll take it.
Yeah. Nobody forced a shot, which was nice.
Get a foul on the outside on Trevor Brotens.
Just being disciplined, trying to take the right shot. A lot of good ball movement. Just didn't have any opportunities.
Curry will blow by right off the inbound and give Montgomery the lead.
That's so impressive to me how he's just able to do it. It doesn't seem like he's got the right lane or anything like that, but he seems to make it happen every time.
He's back, folks. And I think if you told me that he was going to be back and looking this good this early as a 3 is good from Evan Custer, I think I
Would have been skeptical.
well, no, I would have been thankful. I would have
Oh,
said,
yeah.
wow, that's amazing. I'll take that.
Yeah. We did get the advantage of some time off, you know.
No doubt about it. Jack Clancy Malou will pick up a foul. Third team foul on North Hunterdon. First personal on Clancy Malou. Montgomery's gone away from Gordy in the post since the early going, and this time it'll be Moore. He'll go to the lane. Off the window, no good. And Donahue, great job to keep it alive. Curry's going to hoist. Yes.
Yes, he's feeling it.
You can see the springiness in his legs returning as he gets more and more comfortable jumping off that right leg.
Yeah, more and more confident in his shot and every time.
Mazurkowicz. Good job by Donahue.
There you go, Gordy. Get big.
You can see Donahue and Davino's athleticism as Curry.
Oh, good dish.
Couple extras. More for three. Yes!
There you go.
Timeout, Kyle Rarick and North Hunterdon. Let's see it again. What ball movement? You see the extra there, and you see Moore knock it down from the top of the key. And Montgomery on a bit of a run, and they lead it by 5. That's fantastic.
What you got going on?
Don't ever say that you this is like if I could ever pull out the dynamite drop in Monty, that would have been it right there.
Yeah, I was just about to talk until you were telling me how inadequate I am. I was just about to say something. I opened my mouth, but then you decided.
Well, you know, I can only wait so long.
I was just about to say, what we got going on over here? You getting some fan stuff going on?
No doubt about it. We love when our fans interact with us at home. You are taking a live look in there at the living room of the Bassford clan as Gavin Bassford pretty excited about the MIRE this evening. Thanks for watching, Bassfords. Thanks for watching, Gavin. I hope you enjoy.
I'm sure he's less excited about the MIRE and more about the game, but we'll say it's the MIRE.
I'm pretty sure it's about his dad, if I had to bet.
Yeah, maybe.
Pretty sure. Not a psychic, but going to go with that. Josh Moore, boy, you know, that three-pointer aside, he has really played a consistent first half and done – you know, like it's almost like the coming of age type thing where it doesn't always have to show up in the stat sheet for it to be super effective in what he's, you know, there to do.
Yeah, I mean, each game he just seems a little bit stronger, a little bit more sure of himself. He's making smarter plays each time. I mean, that three-pointer was huge. So hopefully, you know, you just see that get better and better with each passing game.
Justin Chang had that turnover for North Hunterdon. It's Donahue, a quick rip to the goal, and a floater's good.
Oh, look at that. And that's knowing what you're good at. He easily could have pulled from a three-pointer, but he saw the opportunity to move inside and take a mid-range jumper, and it was way more effective.
Confidence growing for Montgomery. We've only seen one field goal attempt from Galuli.
Oh,
a steal. Davino.
Oh.
And he is hacked on the way up. That time by Luke Martini.
But Martini flying down the court, man, almost got away with not fouling him.
So Davino is going to go to the free throw line for 2. Misses the front end.
That's tough, man. You always every chance to score when you're not necessarily a starter, you want to take advantage.
Second one is good from Davino. Man, did they turn a light switch on or what?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a different team in the second quarter as the Montgomery lead is 8 at 19-11. Inside out, and a 3-ball is up and good.
That was pretty deep too, man.
James
Maybe
Del Centro.
2 feet beyond the arc.
19-14 now.
Yeah, just like that, it's still a ball game.
Gordy, and a great block from behind by Hunter Palter.
Yeah, and I think with a little bit more time, he's going to have more presence of mind on that one. Like, you know, as soon as he got it, I was like, don't go up, don't go up, don't go up. He goes up. You know, I think that's going to come with a little bit more time.
Moore and Curry. It'll be a 3 from the corner from Donahue. That's no good. Looks good. I'm pleased with the confidence of Donahue.
Yeah, him and Smith have been really like taking some good shots today. You know, you got to hope they fall.
A very, very tough take that time from Evan Custer. So back-to-back buckets and a quick little 5-0 run for North.
Yeah, just going back and forth here with the momentum. Good look though.
Curry maybe tried a little too hard. As another strong rebound is up and good from Palter.
Playing big tonight.
Curry got wrong-footed on the rebound attempt, and what was once an 8-point lead is dwindled down to 1 in the last minute. North's gone to this zone, and it'll be Davino tries to shoot their way out of it, and he can't as that hits the stanchion.
Yeah, that was almost impressive. It almost like got stuck on the suspension wire.
I don't think Gordy would have been able to go get that one.
Yeah, it would have been difficult.
So North Hunterdon will have an opportunity to take the lead.
Levy playing some nice defense.
That's a good call. I mean, there were two called the other direction on the exact same play. So.
Yeah, no, I was, you know, complimenting his defense as he fouls him.
Yeah,
you know,
it's always the way. It's the MIRE way.
Yeah.
Galuli, we saw him take pretty much every shot for North Hunterdon in the first quarter as Del Santro will fire away. That's short, and Palter is going to be there to save it.
And it's just so funny.
Galuli's going to travel before he let that one go.
Yeah, they've hit like hard three-pointers to make with some defense in their face, but so far anyone that was open has been off the front iron. It's just crazy how that happens. It's almost like they need the defense to score.
Cougs looking for a bucket as Curry, as he's going to get fouled. North fans behind us wanted to travel, but
yeah,
you know, got pushed into that.
Yeah, I think he got hacked before he traveled.
Second foul of the game on Evan Custer. And a good job by Galuli to get a fingertip on that as they tried to go right back to Curry in the corner. A nervous closeout there as Curry was spotting up.
Yeah, just looking for the good shot here.
That's what you got to do. Get into the middle and then move. Grundy wants them to move faster as Curry ends up open on the wing. A no good 3 as a North Hunterdon run out. Good backdoor cut. Gordy there, though, to alter it.
Solid defense right there.
Curry with a bounce pass for Moore as he goes to the reverse.
Right underneath it.
What a pass, what a finish. Josh Moore's stellar first half continues. Oh, and he almost had a steal there, and he knocked it away.
Not almost, did have a steal there.
Curry will go up ahead for Levy. And he just
wrong person.
Couldn't find anybody to save it to. Palter off of the pick and roll. Nearly gets it to go. And it's going to be out of bounds off Curry.
Got to be aggressive on those boards underneath. Got to go up strong.
Minute to go here in the second quarter. North Hunterdon trying to potentially pull even on this possession with a triple.
Almost looked
Yep.
to pull it.
Almost a travel.
Yeah.
Szymborski gets a knee on it, and it fell into the hands of Moore, who was standing out of bounds. How about that play last night in that Cardinals game? Did you see that? Through the hands of Rondale Moore into the cornerback's hands, and then Moore just turned back around and said, I'll just take that right back.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that. Here's a 3 on the way as North looking for the tie, and Graham Becker, but
Again, just one of those open shots that didn't fall.
Curry goes for Gordy, and a great pass and a good finish by Gordy.
Just smooth. Just smooth.
Palter picked up his dribble.
Coach Grundy just get there, get there, get there.
15 to go in the half. Becker, that's way off the mark as Levy tried to tip it outside. Galuli now under 10. A run out from Gordy's no good. Can they get it to go at the buzzer? They can. Wow.
That was nice.
A cheap bucket from Galuli as time expired, and that cuts it to a 3-point lead. Anything you want to particularly show us here, Poke, before the half? Anything? No?
We got some of Josh Moore. We got some of Curry.
Could have just rolled with it. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna, in true MIRE fashion, we're just gonna go back to the bait shot. Here we go.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, for everybody at home, this is what we call the MIRE redo. It's like a mulligan, and a Galuli bucket pulls them to within 3 at the half.
I have no idea what
you're
you're trying to get
I
me to do.
figured that you want to, we could just roll right into a replay. I would look at it and, roll. You want to give it a third shot?
No, I think that at this
No.
point we might as well give up because people are looking at us
But
like
I
we're
feel-
nuts.
I feel like you should know what's going on in Glock's head without him verbalizing or giving you any kind of context or clue to
Look
do
at the
it.
dysfunction. Just look at the dysfunction.
I feel like that's something that you should do. It's
This is
unbelievable.
my judgy face. It's my judgy face. We're at the half. Montgomery by 3. Stay with us.
call the
Don't.
MIRE.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
We'll be back. welcome back to Montgomery. Keith Glock, Matt Pogue, Tim Bartholomew, Lucas Sapansky, and Jonas Fielak live as we're getting set to start quarter number 3 in just a moment. Let's give you the point totals for the first half. For North Hunterdon, Evan Custer leads the way with, Hunter Palter leads the way with 7. Custer's got 6, and Martini and Del Santro have a couple of buckets apiece. Noticeably left off the scoreboard for both squads were their leading scorers from the first meeting. Galuli, no points, and JT Szymborski, no points. For Montgomery in the first half, Ryan Curry with 9, Josh Moore, jeez, I'm sorry. Sorry, Josh.
No, you keep going, man. You're killing it.
Josh Moore with 7. Gordy's got 4, Stephen Donahue with a bucket, and Davino's got a point. That first matchup between the two, remember, JT Szymborski had 28 points, and Curry only had 8. And that really wasn't even a function of the fact that he got injured, because if you remember, he got injured right at the end of the game. It wasn't like
overtime.
It was overtime.
Yeah. So it wasn't like he got hurt early.
Yeah. So it's interesting enough. Szymborski, you didn't see him much in the first half. Really, he hadn't got as much playing time as he normally does. Hopefully, in the second half, we can get him the ball and see him score some more points.
I don't even think he has an attempt.
Yeah, I didn't see it.
Well, not from 3 anyway. He has he has 1 attempt.
One when he drove in, and then he came off the court. So hopefully he can get his rhythm, because once he does get his rhythm, he's a force to be reckoned with. Haven't seen many threes altogether though. Working it more inside this game.
Welcome to the MIRE, everybody. Keith Glock, Matt Pogue, Tim Bartholomew. As Curry loses the handle momentarily, and they regather. Szymborski, though, a little too tall for Josh Moore.
Just that was a rushed job right there. Try to get it to him quick, and it got away from him.
Good job by Moore. Oh, and Szymborski will get it back as he streaks to the hoop and lays it in.
There you go. Good hustle. Great play by Josh Moore, man.
Atoning for his mistake a moment ago.
It's like, my bad. Let me make up for it. I'd really like to see a nice run by the Cougars right now to get establish, dominance in this second half.
Palter and now Custer. Here's a 3. That is no good, but Palter's there for the offensive board, and Gordy will pick up a foul.
Yeah.
Frustration all over the Cougar bench.
It's what you want. You want him to play aggressive. You want him to get that off. You want him to get that board, and then you want him to play big underneath when he doesn't. But that was a situation where it didn't happen, and he'll have that, but he'll also have times when he plays big, and he does all the things that you want.
Second one is good from Hunter Palter, and the Montgomery lead is down to 4. Curry directing some traffic.
Oh.
Curry flashed to the middle there, and maybe just not there in time. Great extra pass. Moore.
Nice look.
That is the epitome of dissecting a defense with ball movement.
It's crazy to me how different each game is. Like they'll do one thing really well one game, or a player will do one thing really well that one game, and then the next game be completely different.
Gordy with a high hand as he tries to hit the deck, and Szymborski
getting the jump. It's good hustle right there.
JT doing a lot of the little things that we talk about. Gordy, good challenge that time. Szymborski's wide open here, yeah, if they hurry. JT instead drives, he tries to throw inside for Levy.
Just trying to do too much.
Martini's gonna hoist a 3, that's no good. Moore, the smallest guy on the court's got a rebound.
Getting a nice board.
Josh is outside for Levy. A little baseline drive. Euros into the middle. No good. Gordy gets jersey tabletoped.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. Chris Grundy is not happy right now
But
at all.
It's like I'm saying, though. It's like, Gordy versus Immaculata was playing big inside. He was getting all kinds of boards. Tonight, I would be surprised if he had 4 or 5 boards.
Certainly not the player that we saw the other day. Does not seem that way.
He's a presence inside, and that's always important. And he's going to come along and, make some plays along the way. But, he looked and versus Immaculata. You want that guy every day, You want that Immaculata player, when he played then. And I know how sports go. You're not always going to be that guy, but
there's a good rebound.
There you go. Got to be some kind of foul right there.
Yeah,
right?
Grundy was asking for a timeout. He actually got bailed out by
getting run over.
Yeah, the aggressivity, as they say.
They say that?
I do. They do.
Yeah,
we do.
I do. We do. All right, I'll say we do, just so you.
To that kind of statement, my buddy Dave would say, "I'll allow it."
I'll allow it.
See if Montgomery can attack this north zone again, as Moore will try to shoot his way through it. He misses, but he's got his own rebound. Tries to leave it inside for Gordy. Successful. And a timeout for Kyle Rarick.
Well,
man, not pretty.
Yeah, but a good series of events. I mean, it went well. It went our way.
Take another look at it here as Moore's aggressive play just finds itself with Gordy. And
unfortunate outcome.
Yeah, you'll take it.
That's why they say follow your shot, right? You're going to put yourself in a position to maybe make a play if you miss.
This team doesn't cease to continue to, I don't want to say surprise me, but they impress me, maybe is the better word. That it seems like guys are taking turns stepping up to the plate.
That's what I'm saying. It's almost you never know what to expect.
Yeah.
First
First time against these guys. Szymborski had the hot hand today. Josh Moore. Man, I'm a James Moore fan all of a sudden. James must be in my head. Josh with another steal right on cue as he'll go for Curry. Back outside for JT, and he's got his 3 blocked, but they're going to get a foul as Palter.
There you go. There's one way to get 3 points.
If that wasn't the MIRE jinx in full effect there.
Yeah.
He's going to go 0 for 3 from the line now, after that statement.
Or did you just reverse jinx him?
I tried. I certainly tried. Nope.
You didn't do it.
Nope. It really wouldn't have mattered what I did, to be brutally honest with you.
Yeah. But yeah, to your point, man, every game's different. Someone else is stepping up, and someone's doing something that they didn't do the last game. I mean, I didn't say he was going to miss all 3. You were the one who put that out there. You were the one who said all 3.
This kills me.
It's not funny, Glock.
It's kind of funny. Come on, you got to admit, it's kind of funny.
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. We are the worst. I got to tell you.
That's
just terrible.
I can hear the amount of head nods right now, just like,
yep, they are.
Oh,
as soon as I said it, I was like, well, if I don't acknowledge that I said it and put a jinx on it, maybe it won't happen. And then Glock's like, well, MIRE jinx.
Galuli's 3 is way off the mark.
I'm going to have to go apologize to JT after the game.
Galuli well aware of where Szymborski was. And they need to just reset some things.
Oh,
Gordy's
go in,
gonna,
baby. Come on.
Gordy was going to hoist.
I wanted that so bad. Just reminds me when like Bball really started hitting threes. And
Yeah.
then it was just like, what do you do to a guy that big who can shoot threes?
Wild Chuck is Curry. Speaking of wild,
Oh, buddy.
to the hoop for
Get
two.
in. Like, let me just throw this up.
My gosh, Ryan Curry.
Well, we got our 10-point lead now. That's nice.
Talk about doing things that impresses you. Poulter, they're going to get Poulter just got a piece of Szymborski on the way by. The old-fashioned illegal screen. In the world of basketball these days where, like, it's pretty hard to screen illegally with what they allow, you know, especially at the higher levels, that one was pretty easy,
Yeah.
actually. It was like more like a hip check. Curry. Quickly to the lane. He'll leave for more, and Josh is going to get decked. You know, you got to wonder, like, what is it that Moore does that, you know, allows him to get into the lane and draw that kind of contact when other guys, you know, seemingly get to the lane but don't draw that kind of contact? It's certainly an art form. First one is no good.
He's he's a quick kid. He's able to get that quick step and get into the lane, and then and able to really like contort his body to take those difficult shots.
Another empty trip from the free throw line for Montgomery. They missed 5 in a row right now as Becker nearly traveled. Davino
nearly steals it.
Yeah. They'll go to the post. This is Poulter. Davino caught a paw to the face, it looked like there, as Gordy with a good challenge on Poulter.
There you go. Good board. Playing a little bit more solid underneath in this second half.
Curry will use the pick from Gordy.
Oof.
Has it knocked away and ultimately stolen.
Oh, that was a carry.
Luke Smith. I'm combining kids' names. That's it. We just might have Luke Donahue.
Dude,
They're just me.
Tonight is your night, man. You do.
I don't know what the hell I'm doing.
You call anybody what you want to call them. We know what you meant.
Struggling more than usual.
Most people aren't listening to us anyway.
I know.
I would imagine there's a lot of MIRE on mute tonight.
Just listening to Pandora.
Yeah.
Good job by Moore.
Some of my track kids were talking about how they listen to the MIRE, and I was like, oh man, I gotta actually try to be less bad at this.
Chang misses the scoop shot, and Curry will race the other way. Into the lane with a little bit of a floater. That was like a track shot put.
Yeah, just trying to make something happen.
Gordy.
A lot of contact there. They just let him get away with it.
Yeah, Custer, though, dumped in the garbage as we head towards a minute to play in quarter number 3. Davino. Good ball movement from the Cougs, and it ends in a Gordy jam.
Yeah, Gordy, come on, get us a highlight.
Great job by Luke Smith to make the extra pass.
Cue it up, Pogue.
There's nothing that fires up a place like a dunk.
Yeah.
They talk about being able to change the momentum of a half as you see Smith with a good extra and Gordy just throwing it down.
Oh man, I would love to be able to dunk that easily. You know, just a little hop.
Well, you'd love to be 6'10".
Yeah, I mean,
Curry needed some help and
got a timeout.
Grundy saves the timeout for him. 30-second timeout. It's a 10-point lead for Montgomery as we're nearing the end of the third quarter. And Cougs have pretty much been in control most of the second half. What's the matter, Pogue? You upset about something?
glitchy.
A wee glitchy. In the live shot or the replay?
Nah, replay.
Yeah, the replay was glitchy.
We expect more from you, Pogue.
I know. I don't. I don't know why you guys do.
Unbelievable.
This is our advice to Plainfield. We got a text the other weekend, and and they're just asking us about what should they get. I was like, new computers. Just always get a new computer.
Yeah.
I don't care how good you think yours is. Just get a better one. Backdoor cut. Curry, as he is hacked, no call, ends up getting it back and misses it. It goes in and out with under 10 to go. Becker, as he's going to try to get up a last shot. Palter.
Oh, don't leave your feet.
Steps to the left and can't get it to fall. So the Cougs get a little fortunate there at the end of the third. 8 to go here in the Den in Montgomery with a 10-point lead. We'll be right back. Fourth quarter coming up. You're caught in the mire. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Welcome back to the Den. We're almost set for quarter number 4. Montgomery and North Hunterdon. Cougs lead it by 10. We've read this book, though, folks.
Yeah, I mean, 10 doesn't mean anything. So we're just going to have to see what this, where this 8 minutes takes us.
Cougs will start with it. Curry will look for a ball screen from Gordy. Gordy has it off his hands. Luke Smith with a strong take.
Good try, though.
Keeps it alive, and Gordy's there to finish.
That's what you want from him, man. That offensive board and putback.
Lead increasing to 12 for the Cougs.
North Hunterdon just really offensively has been flat.
3 is way off the mark as Davino saves it to Curry. And the senior goes to work. And he's going to be hit. I don't think that'll be one where they give him free throws, no.
It would have been some kind of shot, though. 360 behind the back. Toss up.
Curry forced to just go to Gordy.
It's a nice part about having a 6'10" guy on your team.
Yeah.
I'll just throw it high.
Bit of a safety valve. Chang goes for the steal and misses. And you know what? You don't have anything, no reason to be in a hurry.
Yeah. I mean, eventually North is going to have to push the pressure on him.
Curry will leave for Smith. Man, the confidence. Smith, Moore is going to get called for an offensive foul as Martini stepped in the lane. You know, the confidence with the ball in their hands from guys like Davino and Smith and Stephen Donahue, just really impressive.
Yeah. You know what I like about Smith is when he gets the ball, he is always moving and he is always moving fast.
Yep.
You know what I mean? He's never slowing down.
Well, that's what we say, right? If you're going to make mistakes, make them fast, make them big.
But I mean, when you
Palter is going to
come on, barely look.
Or check that. That wasn't Palter. That was Jack Clancy Malou. Third foul on Gordy.
Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that one. feel like he was set.
In typical Glock fashion, I didn't hate it. thought he had a hand on him. The other hand was straight up and down.
I felt like he was set and he wasn't, initiating contact.
Will agree to disagree, Coach. Is this you prepping me for lacrosse season? No good on the second one, and nobody home for Montgomery on the rebound. I got to tell you, I don't typically necessarily care or have any kind of feelings, good, bad, or otherwise, as Donahue will get it taken out of his hands and a timeout for Grundy. I don't typically feel bad for kids on another team or anything like that. My heart kind of hurt for Justin Chang after the last game. I mean, it's not like he did anything that was so wrong and threw up this brick of a layup. It was a layup that somehow rolled off the rim. It's like one of those that you take that we've seen a million times from pro guys. And I'm sure that he didn't change anything that he did on that particular play compared to any other ones.
Oh, the basketball gods were on our side.
That was just tough. That was tough even for me to see, because
usually you're heartless. I know.
No, I'm ruthless.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. It's the Montgomery Internet Radio experience for a reason, but right before Christmas, and it was like my sentimental side was certainly showing.
It was before Christmas or it was after?
That was before Christmas.
You're right. That was before Christmas.
2 days before Christmas.
Yeah, because we shut down after.
Right after Christmas.
Yeah, for the whole Christmas break.
So here we go for basketball out of a timeout. Montgomery will try to hang on for the final 6 minutes.
You see a little bit more pressure on the ball from North.
This is where it certainly helps to have a guy like Ryan Curry.
Just move the ball around. They've got 5 fouls, so it's going to go in the bonus soon.
Gordy, as he'll go into the middle and misses a chippy, but Donahue, the hustle play.
I mean, he's flying around, man, flying.
And that's a good play from Curry, because he had Donahue on a wing easily if he wanted it. Gordy's going to try.
See, I don't like that shot at all.
No, I mean, you play such a good set of offense. That's one that you just say, well, you know what, I may as well hold on to it. And maybe that motivated Gordy on the defensive end.
All right, let me just toss this one out of here.
See it again as he said, no so for you.
Love having the fans back. I do, really do.
Man, I'm looking forward to getting things back to really, really normal, right? It seems like we're thankfully trending in that direction. Good closeout from the 6'10" big man. Curry is going to get fouled.
That's their 6th.
So the next one and everyone after will result in foul shots for the Cougs. Two guys coming to the ball.
Ooh, there you go. Oh.
No reason to rush.
Yeah, I know, but your eyes get big sometimes when you see, hardly anyone around.
Right.
Part of me was like, get it into Luke.
That's half the name of the game, though, is to
keeping your composure.
Yeah. Curry with a crossover, leaves outside. Smith for 3. Yes!
Yes!
The killer crossover from Curry.
Oh, what a time to fall.
And a foul on the outside by Davino before the shot. Man, every great point guard needs a good three-point shooter alongside of him. And that time, Smith did not disappoint. The lead is as big as it's been all night long. 14 points at 38-24.
Just 4 minutes left to go. He's got to hold out.
They try a quick pass into the middle. Donahue will go around his back, and he'll go for Curry and a layup.
Nice.
Steven Donahue, and they need a timeout.
I love it.
How about it? Curry's fired up, and rightly so.
Luke Smith and Donahue are playing really solid games today.
Behind his back, and Curry with the finish. How about that? How about that Curry crossover poke? We still got that one over there? Take it back another second or two. Can you have the ability to do that? There you go. There you go. Let's see it. Watch it from the beginning of that. Right there. Oh, that's the killer move. And then Smith, the composure.
Just really good fourth quarter for both those boys.
You really are seeing the athleticism of the youngsters. And in my opinion, it's noticeable. Davino, Donahue, Luke Smith, you talked about, the pace at which Smith has played. And I think really it's the three of them that play at that breakneck pace.
Yeah, I mean, you're absolutely right. They've been just going 110% the entirety of when they're on the floor. And sometimes it leads to some sloppy mistakes, but in this fourth quarter, it has led to a lot of great scoring opportunities.
I think as the season goes on and you end up playing teams toward the end of the season that are likely either as or more athletic than you are, you can get away with less.
Yeah.
So what happens when you have athletes on the court? Sometimes they make up for you doing something wrong.
Yeah.
Another steal as Curry will leave again for Smith, and he can't get it to go. Gordy's there, and Gortz will throw it away as Custer leaves for Paulson, and Hunter Palter will go to the line.
I mean, one thing I do like is there's a lot of depth on the bench. You know what I mean? Like they have 8 guys maybe that can get into the game and make a difference.
Like right now, you're feeling good about the guys on the court as Palter knocks down the first one, right? And you realize that 60% of your starting lineup is on the bench right now.
Yeah. I mean, right? You feel good about these guys, but you still see you got Levy there, you got Szymborski, you got some talented basketball players on the bench right now.
This is, about as deep a team in terms of the guys who get significant minutes as Montgomery's had in quite some time.
Yeah. I mean, and the benefit of this is, if somebody's having a rough night and not really on their game, you got an interchangeable part. And a lot of times that doesn't happen in high school.
Curry knocks down the first one. I'm going to have to get the story on whatever that was. I don't know what the inside joke is there as he's 2 for 2. Because there was really no reason for him to be and Curry with a dive and his timeout. That'll get you fired up.
That's some good hustle right there.
Let's see it again. North just trying to get a little bit of time off the clock, and Curry does everything he can, and Grundy right in front of the official to get the timeout. How about it?
Man, I mean, Curry was calling timeout as soon as he was on the floor. Heads up basketball. A little aggressive for my liking. I'm going to be honest with you. A little not necessary, but fired up.
That was freaking fun. No other better way to describe it than that. There's a reason why you do those drills, right? Where you start underneath the key and coach rolls the ball out and 2 dudes go diving for it.
They do that drill?
I would assume they do. It feels like everybody in the history of basketball has done that drill.
I don't know.
But whatever it was, Curry made it look awesome.
I mean, that was just great hustle, man.
17-point lead for the Cougars. Grundy must be training for a marathon. He's drinking out of a 18-gallon water jug right now.
Yeah. You gotta stay hydrated, man. Still a lot of time, though.
We'll get the shot of that in a little while, Bogus. Curry goes all the way to the backcourt to retrieve it. Driving and kicking. Here's the three from Donahue. No. Davino nearly able to keep it alive.
Just want to see those go down, right? They go up, you're like, come on.
The lead is 17 for Montgomery, the biggest of the evening. I don't think Ryan Galuli has points. As a nice leaning layup that time from Tommy Mazurkowicz.
I think it's funny, like, you're doing a great job announcing their names, which are much harder than, like, Josh Moore, and you're like,
right.
Galui and Mazurkowicz, and like, Josh Moore? Moore? So just about 2 minutes left in the game.
Moore will close out, but a three is good from James Del Santro.
2 minutes is a lot of time, though.
No doubt, can't get complacent, which is why, you know, you don't...
you don't take your starters out or anything like that at this point.
Oh, no, I was saying you don't, you know, make light of a play like the one Curry made.
Oh,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah, for sure.
And
Bravo.
another turnover. Give you a shot of... I guess this is the Grundy dehydration bucket. That's what we'll call it. Meg, if that's your doing, I want you to know he's doing a good job of trying to get through it. He might be up a couple of times tonight before it's all said and done. As Gordy swats it away. It makes for just a restful night of sleep. I'm sorry, especially as you get older, folks.
Yeah. I used to drink a gallon a day, and it was rough nights.
But if we have any prostate doctors that are looking to sponsor us, we're like one step away from that there.
It was made for rough nights, but after
that's it.
after taking this, I was able to sleep through the night.
Oh. Tell you, God, we're dumb. I got
one of these days, we're gonna get a sponsor. It's gonna be amazing.
Curry knocks down the first one.
Not a sponsor yet.
Still waiting for Mio to call me back.
Yeah. I saw you just crushed your Mio.
Oh, love it. 1 for 2 for the Cougar captain.
It's a good look inside.
Ooh, Gordy. That time, I thought he did better that time.
See, I didn't.
Now you're just saying it to be adversarial.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's 4 on Gordy, though.
First one's good for Mazurkowicz. I could do Polish names all day.
You're like hammered.
100%. Zapansky, Mazurkowicz. I'm on top of it.
Is that because no one actually knows if you're messing it up? Or?
No, I'm a Polak, and
right.
like I have cousins, you know, I got Bogjeviches in my family. There's a Niner in there, you know, that nobody even.
Niner?
Yeah.
I can't even say the names that you've been saying. Like, I'm disagreeing with you. Well, yes, certainly that's his name.
That's it.
That's all right. Bartholomew usually gets messed up.
That's.
It's a pretty typical. I mean,
Yeah,
not typical,
I was gonna say that's not.
You know what? It's less. It's usually the end part.
Really? What do people say?
I usually get Bartholomew.
Oh, that's weird. There's no L there.
I know.
So a jumper has cut this one under double digits for the first time in a while. So Kyle Rarick calls a timeout to try to set up what will likely be some full court pressure coming out of this timeout. And, you know, if you're Montgomery, this is just a spot to not lose your head and quite frankly, if you knock down free throws, you really shouldn't have a problem.
Yeah, I mean, that being said, it hasn't been our forte tonight.
No, it has not. And
I mean, obviously, thanks to the MIRE. It's the MIRE's fault.
it's
But
typically who we blame. Regardless, it's been a pretty wire-to-wire, with the exception of maybe 2 minutes or so in the first half, that Montgomery's been in control of this game. And it would be a shame to see that kind of whittled away here right at the end.
I mean, and that's one of the things you want to see as we get farther and farther in the season and better is to be able to put teams away. You know, I feel like we kind of let North Hunterdon hang around, and now, you know, you're confident at this point, but at the same time, you still got to play solid basketball to be able to get out of this thing with a win.
Montgomery goes to the old passing it out of bounds, which you're allowed to do off of a made basket. If you were wondering what happened there.
And get it to your guy, Curry.
And that's ultimately, the best case scenario is get it in the hands of the captain and let him go to work. And they were able to chew up a pretty decent bit of clock in a situation where North was clearly trying to foul.
Almost 10 seconds.
And gets it to go.
I was holding my breath. Didn't say anything.
Yep. It's a good job out of you. Better job out of Curry. The senior is 2 for 2.
There we go.
Lead is 11.
Make them when they count. Whoa. All the way across court.
Gordy again with a closeout and another 3 on the way. That time from Galuli. That's his first points of the ball game. And the lead is 8 with 35 seconds to go. Another timeout for Kyle Rarick and the Lions.
It's crazy how that happens, man. They're not really shooting well all night. Now when it matters most, and you got Gordy's paw in your face.
Sometimes you almost think that, arc is a good thing on a shot, right?
Yeah.
And if you're forced to, get it up and over 6'10", and if you're somebody like Galuli who has really good form and is an outside shooter, maybe on some backwards way, it almost reinforces, those good habits.
It takes the flat angle away, and then
Curry is fouled by Trevor Brotens.
If I'm North Hunterdon, I'm frustrated that we have to foul Curry. You
Yeah.
know, you want to get that foul before it gets in his hands.
Gordy will be the only Montgomery player left in the lane as Curry's first free throw is no good off the front rim. North's in the double bonus, so that's why Curry's got 2 free throws regardless. One for 2 for the Army-bound senior. Great job by Donahue. Can he come up with a steal? He can't, but Curry can. Curry just retreats into the backcourt and will dribble and finally get fouled. Josh Moore didn't know where to go.
He's all over the place here. A little shake and bake.
You see, what a good job there by Donahue, recognizing that, maybe North thought he was going to double on the front side. It was almost like he rejected the screen, to use a different kind of analogy, and ducked back underneath to cause problems. Curry is 1 for 2 again, and the lead remains 9, but clock's just not in North's favor. Galuli, no good, and Davino's got it, and he's going to get fouled with 6.2, and that's pretty much all she wrote here, as it's going to be academic from this point on.
Yeah, I mean, Nice job out of these boys tonight. You know, a lot of kids stepped up and played their part and did well. Lots to work on, but overall did a nice job.
No doubt about it. So the first one's good. Lead is back to 11, and Davino 2 for 2 for the sophomore. So
yeah, get your points.
It'll be a long 3 from Custer. That's no good. Paulson's layup is good, but ultimately meaningless. Not utterly meaningless. I was going to say utterly meaningless. It wasn't utterly meaningless.
It was utterly meaningless.
It was ultimately meaningless as Montgomery picks up its second win in a row. Man, this has been a tough night.
Oh, man.
I tell you. Montgomery has defeated North Hunterdon 49-39, wins against Immaculata, and now North Hunterdon for the second time this season sets up a big-time matchup here on Thursday night with a very talented Rutgers prep team.
Looking forward to it. It's going to be a good one.
I look forward to tuning in as I step off the plane pretty much, although I'm probably going to miss a decent chunk of the first part of it for sure, but that is what it is. We'll take it.
We'll miss you.
The proceedings been a production of the MIRE. It's the sole property of the Montgomery Internet Radio Experience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or account of this one without the express consent of the MIRE is strictly prohibited. Cougs by 10. It was a team effort tonight, boys, to get it done. Lucas Sapansky, Jonas Fielak, Tim Bartholomew, I guess. Pogue, sure. No, great job, guys. As I always joke, but could not do this without certainly as we try to get more and more advanced without everybody's help. So 2 in a row for the Cougs. They look for 3 in a row Thursday night. Pregame will come 6:30 p.m. and tip-off against Rutgers Prep to follow. For the aforementioned Jonas Fielak, Lucas Sapansky, Tim Bartholomew, and Matt Pogue, I'm Keith Glock. Thank you for watching.